May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we're about to get a behind-the-scenes look at what's called Barbershop Talk therapy.
Inspired by one man's relationship with his own dad, the project creates a safe place for men of color to talk about mental health. Here's ABC's Maria Villarreal.
So, Mr. Gerald, how you been feeling, man? You been doing pretty good?
I'm good, man.
Finding a safe space to share isn't always easy for men, unless you're in a place where sharing isn't an option.
I don't believe in overstepping boundaries. If it comes to something that brings to my attention, then I'll address you. You could be uncomfortable, but I'm going to ask you.
Antonio Ibokiti is now working alongside barbers like Stan Norwood, hoping to harness the power of a good trim.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
A cut and conversation in a place where nothing is off limits.
This is an opportunity for us to, one, feel safe about the things that we can talk about, but also, two, have an opportunity to figure out what do we do about the things that we feel.
The Barbershop Talk therapy project started 3 years ago during the COVID pandemic when Ibokiti was a student at TCU's Burnett School of Medicine.
It seemed like it really is no different than how it was for you all than it is for us.
Today, he's held discussions in Dallas, Texas, Hartford, Connecticut, and Washington, D.C., helping hundreds of men open up.
We talk about adverse childhood experiences. We talk about maladaptive coping skills. We talk about not actually knowing where to go when you do have a crisis. And there are people in the community who look just like you that you can go to.
The project was inspired by Ibokiti's late father and their trips to the barbershop together.
For him to be able to have been so impacted by barbershops, and now in heaven he gets to see some of the work being done, I think he'd be proud. And I think he would also really respect that folks are now really taking it seriously about their mental health and getting the support that they need and getting the help they deserve.
Today we're in New Orleans on Freret Street in the Uptown neighborhood. Stan Norwood has been cutting hair at Dennis's barbershop for more than 2 decades. His passion extending far beyond the reach of his clippers.
Being a liaison, man, maybe Stan knows somebody who can help me out with this. So they're going to come to me first. Friends who are doctors, friends who are therapists, friends who work at the social worker's office. Networking, the barbershop is a hub for every aspect of networking.
And so I think it's important for us to uplift each other, speak positivity into each other.
Dr. Antonio Ibokiti graduated from medical school this month, and he's now set to start his psychiatry residency at UCLA. But he's committed to continuing this grassroots work while in Los Angeles.
But at least with grassroots, at least with the barbershop, this is a place that we can start the work. This is a place where we can galvanize and engage our newest leaders. And this is a place where maybe that particular person, that young boy who was getting his hair cut, hears some of the conversations, and then they go off and they figure out a way to kind of really be a solution to the system versus always just thinking, how can we even begin to attack it?
So it's not the, let's change the entire world here. Let's start with our own world.
Let's start at home. And if we start at home, maybe we can find solutions that allow us to get a little bit of joy.
The goal isn't to solve everyone's problem by the time their fate is fixed.
So we have to fix our self-talk and celebrate our small wins.
It's to encourage men to just sit, talk, and share.
Oh, I love this because it not only starts the conversation, but it starts the work.
Yeah, it's
so important.
so important. And the sharing, that camaraderie and figuring it out together.
Love that story.